Okay. Now coming to fourth day, we will continue with the present and we will also then move to the publish part. Okay. So what is the difference between footnote and endnote? Footnote is, suppose you got a reference, you want to add something else. Footnote is something which you type at the end of the page or bottom of the page. And endnote is something you give it at the end of the chapter or end of the book. Now, what we should see is, if you are going to give a printed book, then footnote is enough. But if you are going to also planning to publish it in Kindle, Google Books, or some other digital platform, then in printed, in e-book, the point is, when you are publishing in an e-book, we are allowing the reader to choose the font size. And also different mobiles and different tabs come in different size. So in e-book, what we actually see is the text is a free-flowing text. Now, I'm not talking about PDF. I'm talking about Kindle or other formats. The text is a free-flowing text where the concept of pages, like how we have in a PDF file or how we have in a text, doesn't exist. So when we are publishing as an e-book, it is better to avoid footnotes and use endnotes. So that those, even if you upload it into Kindle, it will be very easy. There won't be any hindrance with the use of a endnote in ebook. So, or is all of you conversant with how to insert an endnote, or should I explain?
No, that is fine.
Yeah, everyone knows how to put an endnote.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll go to the next part. So, what are the differences we need to understand between an e-book and a printed book? First is something called as concept of encoding. Second is the concept of fonts. Next, we have what is called as the concept of text color, then color images, then image alignment. These are the 5 important points you need to understand when you are designing an e-book and a printed book. Now, if this encoding used to be a problem before the mobile era, because the people used to have different types of fonts, different encodings, but especially when using Tamil or other vernacular languages. But once the mobile era has come, almost everyone has shifted to Unicode. So today you will have a problem with encoding only if you are giving your book work to some old time DTP operator who will want to put it in the old way. Other than that, if you are going to type it today, it will be in Unicode only. If you are using it in mobile or a tablet, iOS and Android, the only encoding supported there is Unicode, so no need to worry at all. And even Mac OS, now it is supporting only Unicode. So I don't think the encoding part is a big problem now, but still we need to understand that there are something called as different encodings, and that is also important. Second is fonts, this we already discussed. So now, if you are going to print a book, you can prepare that book in any encoding. Okay. If you are going to print a book, that can be in any encoding. And if you are going to distribute your book by PDF, that can be in any encoding. If you are going to design an e-book, you have to use only Unicode. And if you are going to simultaneously publish it as e-book as well as a printed book, you have to use only Unicode. So you need not worry too much about what is this, but in case you are going to give it to some DTP operator, tell them clearly, especially for English, there is no issue at all. The issue comes for Tamil or Hindi, Marathi and all. If you are going to give it to a DTP operator, especially for non-English books, tell very, very clearly that you need it only in Unicode encoding and not something else. Just you remember that there will be a problem with the encoding. This is especially when you are giving to someone to type. Now, again, coming to fonts, if you are going to print it, you can use any font. If you are going for a PDF, also you can use any font. But if you are going for an ebook, or if you are going to simultaneously publish a printed book and ebook, you have to use only Unicode fonts. Now, what about text colors? If you are going for a printed book, you use only black or shades of gray, unless you are going to print it in multicolor, that is 4-color offset, which will be very, very costly. So unless we are going to print it in 4-color offset, there is no point in using any other color. So use only black and gray. But if you are going to distribute your book by PDF, you can use any colors. That will be, because PDF, the people are only going to read in the screen, so the different colors will work. And if you are going to distribute your book by ebook, then also you can use any color. But there is a caveat. Now, suppose you want to simultaneously bring out your book in ebook as well as printed format, there are few colors you have to avoid. For example, you take this color, green, which will look very nice on the screen, but in the book, it will be coming like this. You see, it will be very, it will look as light gray. So this you have to be aware when you are designing the book itself. Because after printing, there is no point in fighting with the printer. Same applies for images. If you are going only for printed book, use only black and white and grayscale images, not color images. If you are going for PDF, you can use any number of color images. If you are going for ebooks, you can use any number of color images. And if you are going to both print as well as publish an ebook, you use the color images, but you check them how they look. I will demonstrate it here. For example, this, suppose you have put 4 tables in your book like this, in this color. This look very nice in your screen. Even in Kindle, it will look like this. Even in Google Books, it will look like this. But how it will look in the print? In print, it will look like this. So the blue and the gray looks exactly the same in print. Suppose you have used, suppose you want to label something, you want to label, say, blue for vein, red for artery, yellow for nerve, and you are trying something like that. When you print it in a black and white printing, that is a single color printing, this blue and this gray will look the same, and you will be disappointed. So always, when choosing a color for your book, please ensure how it will come out in black and white. Or take a look at this. This looks as 4 different colors, beautiful pastel shades, but when you print, it will be like this. And next comes the concept of image alignment. Image alignment, there is something called a square alignment, which means that the text will be above, below, and to the side of the image. Now, this text can be to the right side of the image, left side of the image, or center of the image. This square will look very beautiful in printed books, but when it comes to e-books, the image will be floating and only half will be visible in the mobile phones. So whenever you insert image, you don't use the square option, but you use the inline option. That means text will come, image will come, below that text will come. So this is, see, this is a square option where you have got text, and inside you have got the image, and below that the text continues. This is again square option, square aligned to left, where you see the image to the left and the text is flowing like this. Here again you are seeing square option where the image is to the right and the text is flowing. Now all this looks good in the printed book, but in ebook, if you use this, half the image won't be visible in small mobiles. So in ebook, you always use in line with the text. choose this option where the text comes, then image comes with spaces on both sides, and then again you have got the text. In most mobiles, this image will be adjusted to the both sides, so you need not worry. And how to align it? You can use any align for paper book or PDF, but if you want to publish as ebook, you use an inline alignment, in central alignment. And again, tables, how to use tables? There are three types of tables. One is people will draw the lines and align the tables. It is a very, very cumbersome way. Don't do it. Second is you can use insert a table. You can prepare a table in some software and insert it as an image. This is also a viable option, but the problem is to editing it is very tough. But if you are using MS Word, there is one option called create table. If you create a table with this option, the table will behave very properly and you need not fight with the table. And again, if it is a printed book, you can use any type of tables. If it is a PDF, you can do any type of tables. But if you want to publish in ebook or simultaneously in both, you please use insert an image, or you create a table using the table function. Else the table will be dancing here and there, and it will be very tough for you while doing the alignment. So to sum up, if it is a printed book, it can be any encoding. The font can be any font. Text color can be black or grayscale. And this is supposed to be only if you are printing in one color, okay? If you are doing a multicolor print, this doesn't apply. Images can be black or grayscale. Alignment can be anything. Tables can be anything. If it is a PDF, anything can be anything. So PDF is the most versatile option. If you are publishing as digital book, this has to be in Unicode. This has to be in Unicode. Color, text color and images can be anything. Alignment has to be central alignment. Table should be with the table creation. And if you are going to use the same file to publish, to print, as well as the same file to also publish online, you have to be very clear. You would have very, very less options. The encoding should be only Unicode. The font should be only Unicode. The text color should be any color, but you have to check whether it matches. The images also can use color images, but check whether the grayscale matches. Alignment should be inline alignment and central alignment, and you use table creation or image. So if you understand this first itself, you won't have headache. Otherwise, if you are, suppose you are giving your outsourcing your work to someone, they will create, they will think it is a PDF and they will create, use anything here. PDF is a very versatile option, okay, it will support anything. But when you convert, want to publish it as an ebook, you will run into trouble. So I would suggest that you always stick to this last column so that you can, even working beginning, it will be a bit tough. But once you complete the book, in an instant, you can publish it in anywhere. So, why the ebook is designed as a free flow text? Because it can adapt to any screen size or any font size. Okay, this is what we have already seen. Unicode encoding, Unicode font, color text, color images, inline central aligned images, and create tables or import images. Don't draw. Now coming to the cover design, the front cover is used for both ebooks as well as paperback. The front inner cover, back inner cover, back out cover is for paperback only. So if you are publishing only an ebook, you need only one cover. If you are publishing a printed version, you need a back cover also, and if needed, you can use a front inner cover and back inner cover. Okay, now, okay, you have designed the covers. Now, how are you going to promote your book? That is how to design the promotions. So again, promotions, you can promote it in WhatsApp. You can promote it in keep it as a WhatsApp status. You can talk a bit and promote it as a reel. You can use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anything. And you also design the promotion. While designing the cover itself, you can design the promotion. So it will be very. While designing the cover itself, if you design the promotion, the work will be over. Else you will have to find it again and you have to start from scratch. So third P is over. What are the doubts till now?
This promotion part that you talked about,
Yeah.
can you tell us a bit more about that? Because target audience is a big problem, and how do you reach target audience?
No, sir. Promotion we'll discuss now. What I wanted to tell now is for promotion you will need some material, isn't it? Any memes or images. If you are how you promote, we'll discuss. Now, what my point here is, if you want to use some posters, you want to use some memes, you want to use something, you design it along with the cover itself. Because cover design, suppose if you are not doing the cover design, you will be outsourcing it to someone. Use that same person to also design the promotion material, because the source files, everything will be there. Now, suppose you just design the cover, then after printing, after 2 weeks, if you again want to design the promotion material, the person whom you ask will have to start afresh. For example, if you have take softwares like Photoshop or InDesign, Illustrator, you have concepts called layers. Each part will be in one layer. Now you design the cover, and when you are designing the promotion material, you can use few of the layers, so that designing the promotion material immediately after designing the cover, the job will be very less. It saves time, it saves money. Suppose once you have finished designing the cover, the person who is designing will discard the files, or even sometimes even we may delete the files because the space is very high. We will keep only the JPEG image, not the PSD files. At that time, if you want to design the promotion material after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it will enter additional job. So whenever you design the cover itself, you design the promotion material. This is when to design the promotion material. How to promote, we'll discuss subsequently. Yes, sir.
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah.
One doubt.
Yes, sir. The voice
e-book or paper book. I think. Sorry, sir, I'm traveling. That's why.
Okay.
Actually, see the basic problems come while publishing online and while having a paper printout. There are three, 4 things. That is our printing the tables, printing the photos. These are the things which are creating problems, no?
Yes,
so why
sir.
don't we plan separately for online publishing and printing separately? Why we want to combine together and make it in one go?
No, sir.
Why should it be done like that? Why can't we do it?
if you are going to have 2 files, when you want to update your book, you have to update it in 2 files.
Oh.
Okay. Now we are in a year. Now we are only going to publish, sir. We are not going to publish 2,000 copies. We will publish 100 copies. We will upload it in Kindle. Then based on feedback, we will correct it. Now, if you are having 2 files, you have to make the same correction in 2 files.
Okay. So the planning itself for through a single window like that, right?
Yeah, planning itself you have to do it so that in future your work is less. Because making the correction in 2 files is a very, very cumbersome job.
Okay.
So only I will advise you to have single file and use it for both printing with some additional work.
Okay. Right. Understand.
Okay, sir. So now I think we have passed that 30 minutes limit. So we'll quit and we'll come back with the second link for the next part. Okay, can we close this session? Yeah.